Good evening, sir. Good evening, all my batchmates. Today I am here to explain about extremophiles. What are extremophiles? Extremophiles are organisms that live in extreme environments. Early in Earth, history of all life was extremophilic. The study of extremophiles provide insight into the early evolution of life. Extremophiles illustrate the adaptability of terrestrial type of life. Extremophiles are microorganisms like viruses, prokaryotes, or eukaryotes. Extremophiles are live under unusual environmental conditions like atypical temperature, pH, salinity, pressure, nutrient, oxic, water, and radiation level. Types of extremophiles. Based on the conditions, extremophiles are classified into psychrophiles, microbes that live in cold environments like sea ice and Arctic and Antarctic ice packs. Alkaliphiles, then microbes that live in basic environments like soda lakes. Thermophiles, microbes that live in very hot environments like deep sea vents and volcanic lakes. Then acidophiles, microbes that live in acidic environments like sulfur springs. Then alphalophiles, microbes that live in very salty environments like salt lakes and salt mines. More types of extremophiles. Borophiles survive under high pressure levels, especially in deep sea vents. Then osmophiles survive in high sugar level environments. Xerophiles survive in hot deserts where water is scarce. Anaerobes survive in habitats lacking oxygen. Microaerophiles thrive under low oxygen conditions, and endoliths dwell in rocks and caves. Toxic tolerance, organisms able to withstand high level of damaging agents, for example, living in water saturated with benzene or in the water core of a nuclear reactor. Environmental requirements. Extremophiles are classified into physical and chemical types. Temperature less than or equal to less than 20 degrees Celsius are called as psychrophiles. In between 20 to 50 degrees Celsius are called as mesophiles. More than 50 degrees Celsius are called thermophiles. Then more than 150 degrees Celsius are called hypothermophiles. Based on chemical conditions, extremophiles are classified into extreme acidophiles. Those acidification is less than 3. Then equal to 3 are acidophiles, more than 6 are neutrophiles, more than 12 are alkalophiles. Hyperthermophiles are hypothermophiles. How do they survive? Heat stable proteins that have more hydrophobic interiors prevents unfolding or denaturation of higher temperatures. The red on this rack is produced by sulphuric acid. Deep sea extremophiles involve the following conditions: low temperature 2 to 3 degrees Celsius where only psychrophiles are present, low nutrient levels where only oligotropes are present, high pressures which increase at the rate of 1 atom for every 10 meters in depth. As we have learned, increased pressures leads to decreased enzyme substrate binding. Borotolerant, microorganisms live at 1000 to 4000 meters. Borophilic, microorganisms live at depth greater than 4000 meters. Halophiles divided into three classes: mild, moderate, and extreme. 1 to 6% NaCl are called mild, 16 to 15 are moderate, more than 15 to 30 Celsius are extreme, 13% are extreme. Mostly obligate aerobic archaea survive at high concentration by interacting more strongly with water, such as using more negatively charged amino acids key in structure, making many small proteins inside the cell, and these then compete for the water, accumulating high levels of salt in the cell order to overweigh the salt outside. Borophiles survive under level of pressure that are lethal to most organisms found deep in the earth in deep sea hydrothermal vents. Xerophiles are extremophiles which live in water scarce habitats such as deserts. Produce deserts varnish as seen in the image to the left, which is a thin coating of manganese and iron and clay on the surface of desert rocks formed by colonies of bacteria living on the rock surface for thousands of years. Cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, also known as blue-green algae, blue-green bacteria or cyanophyta, is a phylum of bacteria that obtain their energy through photosynthesis. The name cyanobacteria comes from the color of the bacteria. They are significant component of the marine nitrogen cycle and an important primer producer in many areas of the ocean, but also found on land. Endoliths. Quartiles, John Conson Canyon, California, with green bands of endolithic algae. The sample is 9.5 centimeter wide. Endoliths, also called hypoliths, are usually algae but can also be prokaryotic cyanobacteria that exist within the rocks and caves. Often are exposed to anoxic, no oxygen, and anhydric, no water environments. Parasites as extremophiles. Parasites as extremophiles, members of the phylum Protozoa, which are regarded as the earliest eukaryotes to evolve are mostly parasites. Parasites is often a stressful relationship on both host and parasite, so they are considered extremophiles. Example for parasitic extremophiles are Balantidium coli causes dysentery-like symptoms. Trypanosoma gambians causes African sleeping sickness. Thank you, sir.